For years, wearing a fitness tracker meant strapping a glowing, buzzing screen to your wrist. Today, the market is stripping away the glass and the constant notifications in favor of something nearly invisible. In 2024, Google moved to discontinue the entire line of Fitbit smartwatches. They handed the smartwatch duties over to the Pixel Watch and returned the Fitbit brand to its origins: pure, uninterrupted health tracking. This signals a broader move toward ambient health sensing. These are devices built completely with no screens and no buttons, hardware that disappears into the background, passively logging your vital signs 24 hours a day without demanding your attention. Two heavyweights have emerged to dominate this screenless category: Google's entry-level Fitbit Air and the long-established industry favorite, the Whoop 5.0. Choosing between them forces a specific financial decision. You have to decide if you want an accessible device driven by general AI, or if you are willing to pay a high, recurring subscription for elite, granular data. Google prices the Fitbit Air at a highly accessible $99 upfront. You buy the band and you own the basic tracking hardware. Whoop operates on an entirely different spectrum. To use their hardware, you must commit to an ongoing membership that ranges from $199 to $399 every single year. That massive gap in cost comes from a clash in philosophy. One device is designed to provide general, AI-driven wellness advice to the masses. The other is built to deliver clinical-grade granularity to people treating their bodies like a laboratory. When Fitbit launched in 2007, the company rode the wave of sensor miniaturization. The founders realized the accelerometers used in Nintendo Wii remotes could be repurposed to count human steps. Co-founder James Park built Fitbit to bring simple, broad consumer wellness tracking to the general public. It was designed to get average people moving. Whoop started in 2012 inside the elite athletic environment of Harvard University. Founder Will Ahmed was a collegiate squash captain who kept overtraining until his body broke down. He realized he had no physiological data to tell him when to push and when to rest, which led to a heavy obsession with monitoring heart rate variability. Whoop didn't target the masses. They built their early credibility by placing their initial prototypes exclusively on high-profile professional athletes, securing early adoption from figures like LeBron James and Michael Phelps. A mass-market pedometer meant for general movement versus a collegiate laboratory tool meant to prevent physical collapse. Those distinct origins explain exactly why these modern bands process your body's data so differently today. The Fitbit Air collects a standard profile of vitals. It monitors your heart rate, tracks your blood oxygen saturation, and maps out your sleep stages. The physical hardware is intentionally basic. It weighs just over 5 grams and serves entirely as a passive funnel to push your metrics into Google's broader software ecosystem. Whoop takes a much more aggressive approach to collection. While you wear the strap, its sensors sample your physiological data 100 times per second. This timeline visualizes how Whoop translates that fire hose of information. It takes the dense, high-frequency waveform of your heart rate and distills it into 2 opposing metrics: strain, which measures your cardiovascular load, and recovery, which calculates your readiness to perform. To give that data context, Whoop requires discipline. You have to actively open the app and log your behaviors, like changes in diet or alcohol consumption, so the system can tell you exactly why your recovery score dropped. Fitbit is designed to passively observe and think for you. Whoop demands that you learn its physiological language and actively participate in the analysis. Fitbit uses a hybrid pricing model. That initial $99 purchase buys the physical airband and grants you free access to basic step, sleep, and heart rate tracking forever. The catch is the software. Accessing the Gemini AI Coach, which analyzes your data to build specific workout plans, requires a $10 monthly premium subscription. Whoop uses a strict wearable-as-a-service model. The physical band and sensors are technically free, but they are entirely useless without an active software license. If you decide to stop paying the annual fee, which starts at $199, your Whoop is instantly bricked. It holds 0 residual value and will not show you a single metric. This graph maps out the true financial realities over 36 months. You are choosing between buying a standalone gadget with an optional software upsell or continuously renting access to an elite data platform. Looking forward, Google is positioning the Fitbit Air entirely around predictive software. The hardware exists simply to feed raw biometric data into Gemini, allowing the AI to synthesize your lifestyle inputs into a single performance forecast. The AI coach synthesizes your heart rate, sleep duration, daily activity, and even macronutrient data from photos of your meals, instantly generating adaptive wellness advice and personalized workout routines. Whoop is moving in the exact opposite direction. Rather than relying on AI generalizations, they are pivoting hard toward medical diagnostics and physical lab work. Their highest tier, Whoop Life, now integrates an FDA-cleared electrocardiogram to detect irregular heart rhythms and offers actual blood biomarker analysis to measure longevity metrics like your biological age. The ambient wearable market is splitting into two clear extremes: predictive software algorithms built to guide the masses, and clinical-grade medical hardware for the elite. Neither device is objectively superior. They are highly specialized tools built for completely different user goals. This decision matrix breaks down exactly how to match your specific routine to the right platform. If you are a mainstream wellness seeker who wants to track basic activity, avoid heavy subscription fees, and want the software to tell you what to do without requiring deep analysis, you take the path to the Fitbit Air. If you are an elite optimizer, actively training for an event, trying to prevent overtraining, and require clinical-grade longevity data, your path leads directly to Whoop. Buying the wrong device creates immediate frustration. You will either find yourself lacking the specific detail you need to optimize a workout, or you will be overwhelmed by dense data you have no intention of using. The Fitbit Air is the clear choice for mainstream users who prioritize frictionless, passive tracking and appreciate automated guidance. The trade-off is precision. By choosing the Air, you accept that you are sacrificing deep medical-grade diagnostics in exchange for ease of use and a low entry cost. Whoop remains strictly reserved for serious athletes, biohackers, and users heavily invested in tracking their biological longevity. The trade-off there is the financial anchor. It demands a massive recurring commitment for highly granular data that a casual user will inevitably ignore. The ultimate choice comes down to how you view your health data. You have to decide if you want your wearable to act as a casual lifestyle assistant